hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, Swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working? How many of you have actually seen Beyonce in a live performance? Is anybody here? Have you seen it? I want to be as good a president as Beyonce is a performer. Thank you all very much.
According to Us Weekly, Beyonce shot a new music video in LA last week, and Hillary Clinton reportedly stopped by her set.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. Thanks for the endorsement, Bill. Took you long enough. Oh, snap!
Sorry, Hillary. I was running on CP time. That's not. I don't like jokes like that.
idiomas es lo que hablan los niños de las escuelas de Nueva York. Entra Donald Trump llamando a inmigrantes criminales y violadores. Afirma que nuestra diversidad es nuestra fuerza.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Oh, thank you.
Jimmy Domino's to the White House.
Hey, you win.
So help me win next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, okay?
All right.
I'll come back and play with you guys anytime.
All right, thank you.
El Consejo Municipal, Melissa.
I've had a chance to meet some of you who live here. Thank you for making me feel so welcome.
He tenido una oportunidad de conocer a muchos de ustedes. Gracias por hacerme sentirme bienvenida.
And I now know where to come when I want a good game of dominoes.
Y ahora sé dónde tengo que venir para un buen juego de dominos.
The old pandering compilation. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Of course, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, man. Just came across this video the other night. Compilation of, you know, pandering that the so-called elites do to try to win over the minds and the hearts of the people, if you will, man, here in Babylon the Great. And that's why, I mean, the Lord have instructed us to be circumspect, all right, and to not trust our enemies, all right. Now, we don't have to right now, all right, constantly, literally be at each other's throat just because one nation of people is chosen and another isn't, all right. But we know, all right, through the spirit that there is a wicked nation walking upon this earth, all right, Esau, Edom, okay. And you clearly see, all right, in this compilation, how they get down, man, just pandering to so-called Latinos, man, so-called Native Americans, so-called blacks, man, for votes, man, all right, because they, you know, they don't need them because it's all rigged, man. But I'm gonna get straight into these precepts, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. Well, we'll start at verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So first and foremost, here in Babylon the Great, especially, all right, the mother of harlots, all right, that great whore, America. Folly is constantly set in high regard, man. Any type of playing around. You saw that it looked like a grown man to me during that video doing the old nene. He looked ridiculous. All right, there's a time and place, all right, to dance and sing, man. Right now, the time is not, especially if you're a man, and especially if you're a Hebrew, man, Hebrew Israelite, man. All right, now is not the time to be playing around all on the internet, making faces, making jokes, all right, dancing, all right, rapping and all this crap, man. That's not going to benefit us any when it hits the fan, man. But again, folly is set in great dignity, especially here in Babylon the Great. Now, don't get it twisted. This is going on all throughout the world, this folly shit. But mainly here, all right, in Babylon the Great, man, it's set in great dignity, and rich sit in low place. So obviously it's not talking about the elite sitting in a low place, because they are the rich, all right, the elite, but they're not sitting in a low place. They're sitting in a high place. So this is actually talking about the Lord's children that are supposed to be ruling. All right, they're sitting in that low place. And it goes on to say in verse 7, I have seen servants upon horses, which would be Esau, Edom, all right, being that they're supposed to be servants, all right, but they're the ones sitting very, very high upon these horses, all right, with all the power, all right, and the resources, man, the fatness of the earth, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. That will be us, man, in our captivity, how we're the Lord's chosen people, but we are in our captivity in a very, very low place, man, all right. So that's what's going on, man. And you saw it's just a whole, the only reason I brought that out, I saw it when Hillary was doing that campaign and stuff. I didn't watch any of that. I saw those videos I didn't even see before. That was my first time seeing it. But I brought it out just to show you just how foolish, all right, things are here, man. Everything is a game. This isn't like, I was born in the 80s, so I'm going to just take it back to when I was, you know, upon the earth here in Babylon the Great. This is nothing like the 80s, the 90s, even the early 2000s concerning the leadership here in this nation. Everything is a joke. And if you're reading comments and just being circumspect, looking at the temperature of the people, they're not going for it, man. It used to be the rulers, the leaders, all right, government officials, they used to be held in high regard here in Babylon the Great. If you are paying attention, and you could tell people are not, they don't have that same spirit no more, man. They're constantly talking about Joe, all right, Kamala, all right, and everybody else, man, that's leadership. And why is that, man? Because things are starting to be revealed, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. The last days, the fact that, hey, this man is wicked and he's ruling in wickedness, man. Guess what? His own people are starting to see it. So it's going to be a huge calamity, man, when all these things meet. Hey, the famine is coming, more storms, the wars, man, and you know, more than anything, the uproars of the people, man. Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. And you know, within these kingdom, man, people are not gonna regard the government officials, man, and in the scriptures that say regard their kings nor princes, man. Same thing. All right, the people are going to get fed up, and guess what? The elite are going to get, they're already fed up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's why they want to try to depopulate the earth, man, so they can have better control over people. All right, they already don't give a flying flip about the people. All right, now the people are starting to see, you know what, something ain't right. You know, this is a joke. This is a game. All right, why is this place constantly sending aid and help and resources to every other nation, but in their own kingdom, all right, nation, it's a bunch of chaos here, bunch of homelessness, man, people in poverty, a bunch of violence, all right, adultery, people starving, people are hungry here in Babylon the Great, man. This ain't it. And guess what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, people are starting to see it. All right, we'll go down in the book of Psalms 83 and 3 concerning the enemy, man, Esau, Edom, man, all right, the elite, all right, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, the Hebrew Israelites first and foremost, but as well as everybody else, the rest of the nations, especially here in Babylon the Great, man. They've taken crafty counsel against us, man. All right, against our hidden ones, man. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. And how have they done that to our people, man? Started when we got over here, how they beat our heritage out of us for all those years, man. All right, start calling us every name other than Hebrew Israelites, colored, black, Negroes. All right, and all the derogatory type of names that they use as well to describe the Lord's chosen people. All right, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So obviously people think that those people that are over there in the Middle East, or those people that wear those hats, are the Jews. So obviously this has to be talking about us, because if we're the true chosen children, just try saying that 3 times. How come no one remembers us? All right, how come nobody reverence us as the Lord's chosen children? Where's our, how come no one's trying to send us aid and, for all the atrocities done to the true children of the Lord? Why is that not being talked about? It's because of this right here. They have cut us off from being a nation, man. All right, and this was Deuteronomy 28th chapter, a part of the curse package, if you will, that the Lord placed upon us, man. We would lose our heritage, and that's what we're experiencing, what we have experienced up until recently, starting with the apostles, elders, and apostles, man, that taught us this truth through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now we know who we are again. All right, now we know who the enemy is again. All right, but up until recent years, we had no idea who we were, man. We thought we were Gentiles here, man. And, through all the manipulation, man, these folks have taken that crafty counsel. Hey, let's give them, they seem to be talented. All right, so let's use their talent to make us way more money and keep them distracted by what? Entertainment, sports, music. All right, especially those 2 things, the sports and music. All right, whether it be rap, hip hop, R&B, whatever. Them folks found out that we could sing and dance and run and jump, so they pay them millions of dollars to keep the masses distracted, man. That's a part of that crafty counsel. Look at the state of music, man. The so-called fake Jews run the entire entertainment industry. Everybody knows that by now. It's been exposed through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Unless you were in the music industry or around it, or really, really diligent in your research up until, a few years, nobody knew that what was going on. We didn't know about record contracts and anything. If we were in that, in that world, we didn't know what was going on, how wicked Hollywood was, how wicked the industry is, man, but now we see these things have been exposed for quite some time now. All right, if you're diligent and studying to show yourself approved, man, all right, you should know that that's wicked. All right, but how they allow, just look at YouTube, they're quick to take down one of our videos talking about the truth. All right, but there's millions, at least thousands, if not millions, thousands upon thousands of so-called rap videos where they got guns, they're talking about murders, and those videos are still up, man. Guess what? That's part of the crafty counsel against our people, that they continuously promote this type of violence, debauchery type music, sexually over sexualized music for the women. All right, and how they're able to keep these videos up on these platforms, but when our videos get taken down with the quickness, you see, part of the crafty counsel, and it ain't no joke, man. And of course, their end game is to try to microchip everybody with that device, man. And without that device, all right, that RFID microchip technology, all right, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, which is to say, you're not going to be able to have any type of quality of life here. All right, so that's what we're warning our people first and foremost from, all right, these things that are coming, the fact that they're going to take this crafty counsel all the way, to the extreme, man. All right, they're just waiting on the word of the Lord. They ready. They got everything, weapons. All right, the mark of the beast, they got them things ready already. All right, we're just waiting for the full manifestation of it, man. All right. And with that, we'll go on to 2 Corinthians, right? Just being circumspect, just knowing how the enemy gets down and see how much foolishness. All right, I brought that stuff out with Hillary, man. You know, these are supposed to be, you know, real deal government officials, man. And just look how much they're just playing around. And it shows you, all right, the state of America. This place that was, because it never was, you know, it's this place was founded in blood, you know. But in a nutshell, it's a lot more silly, you know, these days, man. Everybody, I look at the people on the news dancing, the newscasters, man, the people that do the weather, you know, I forgot what they call them, whatever they call, what they call them people that do the weather, was it meteorologist, something like that, man. But anybody, man, just the majority of the people, especially when it comes to how they portray themselves, man, on the internet. All right, when they pick up that phone and they mass record, it's just a whole bunch of silly shit. All right, everybody's dancing, man. That's like a huge thing here in Babylon the Great. The fact that people just hear a song or not, and they just start dancing everywhere. Everybody's just dancing and celebrating and happy, and we just don't get it, man. But in 2 Corinthians, if I can get it, here it is, 2 Corinthians 2:11, right? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Bingo, Jack. So it doesn't matter to the Lord's hopeful elect. They can do whatever, say whatever, put all these type of distractions out. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be deceived, man. Why? Because we're not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of these cell phones, the internet, the fact that the majority of the information and what's it called? The majority of the dang it, I forgot the word. But whatever. The most people use the internet, all right, for BS basically. You know, even if they're using it for their jobs, man. Hey, this ain't our rest. We're not even supposed to be working as the Lord's children. So you can't use that as an excuse. Okay. But it's all BS, man. All right. The internet. The mark of the beast coming. The lies, man, the lies in the media and in the news, man, that's a huge one. That's the news and the media, all right, is a device that the enemy uses. He lies, he manipulates people's minds, he do psychological operations on the people. Going back to that pandemic, man, even what's going on now, Hamas. Let me tell you something, man. And I done been, in the Middle East. A lot of these places, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know, like, these places. What's happening now, just hearing the word Hamas and things, and you hear people become like parakeets. Is they the ones that repeat what people say? Whatever bird that is that repeat what people say, man, people just, they have no idea. Like the people here in the United States, I watch these TikTok videos when that stuff in the Middle East started getting popped off, and just how everyone was coming out the woodworks talking about Israel, talking about Hamas. Like, I never even heard of Hamas, bro. Just like the word Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda. Nobody here in Babylon the Great have ever heard of that crap, But when the media, I said, hey, Al-Qaeda this, Al-Qaeda that, war on terror this, war on terror that. The people here in Babylon the Great, they ate it up. Now, same thing happening now. All these people coming out the woodwork, saying these key words. They don't know where these places at, man. I assure you they don't, bro. If you took a map, now maybe not the people who watch, and are like, engaged in what's happening in the world. But I'm talking about the average American, so-called, all right? Hey, man, if you gave them a blank map, and told them to point out where Israel is at on the map, I guarantee you they couldn't point it out, man. Iraq, Israel, none of that, because Israel is very small on that map, man. They couldn't tell you, I guarantee. But they quick, all right, to repeat and regurgitate things that's projected in the media. All right. And that is in relation to the Satan's devices. I'm not saying it ain't happening over there in the Middle East. I'm just saying we know this man to be a liar. All right. And he does this thing and he's trying to, rouse up the people, man, with this war propaganda. Whatever it is he want, whatever side he don't want the people to like, then that's what they're going to project. Oh, these people are wicked. They're doing this. Like, we didn't know what was going on. And what do we know being inhabitants here in Babylon the Great? What do we know other than what we see on the internet that's going on in these other countries if we don't go visit? All right. We don't. We just know what these people tell us. And again, that is part of Satan's devices. And guess what? Like it said, we are not ignorant of it. Okay. So again, man, I'm not going to make this longer than it needs to be. Just stay circumspect, because there's going to be a lot more propaganda in the media. And of course, the ultimate propaganda that's going to hit that media will be that mark of the beast. My brothers say this time and time again, man, before World War III can pop off, hey, this mark of the beast, has to drop, man. So you stay circumspect and watch, listen, man, because they'll get a little tricky, and they're going to work on the minds and hearts of the people here, man, to try to get them to follow whatever it is that they want to follow, man. And right now we see that what they want the people to follow is complete wickedness, man. Do as thou wilt, that wicked type of spirit. Do what you want to do. There's no repercussions. There is no God. Okay. That's how they feel, man. So they're trying to project that onto everybody, and everybody's getting caught up in it that ain't strong. All right. Men, start with them. If you're a weak man, you're exposed. Right now at the end of the world, all right, that we're prophesying, we're in these times. If you're a grown man, you see any grown man freaking dancing, okay, that's a sign he's weak. All right, he's not in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. And do we need to talk about the women and children? They real easy to get. That's their bread and butter. Social media, the internet, the cell phone, they live on it, And then when you see a man doing it, that's really confusing. We really don't understand how a grown man can be caught up in this. At this point, I've pretty much had it. I just scrolled on my YouTube or whatever it is, man, and all that nonsense, I no longer listen to it. I don't care what they're talking about. If it ain't like something in relation to prophecy, man, I don't want to hear it. I'm just scrolling. Up there go Eve talking. Up, goodbye. All these platforms where they have women talking and they're talking about the dynamic between man and woman. Don't want to hear it. I've heard enough. How many years, days, months, and years are we supposed to sit here and listen to all this nonsense? I'm not going for it, because it's stressing me out. Constantly listening to BS. All right. It's stressing me out. I'm ready to get on, to the next phase of this through the spirit, man, not of my own, power and strength, man, but the power and strength given to me by Yahweh, by Hashem and Hawashai, which makes me, less fearful than the average man to go through Jacob's trouble, to go through a great tribulation. All right. To endure until the end, faith. All right. But all this play stuff, watching grown men, all right, women and children just dance all day and just talk about a whole bunch of nonsense, killing each other, smoking, it done got old real fast, man. Watching Eve get all this money, being a whore, all that got old real fast, man. So, hey, we just got to pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mahawashah, keep our wits about us, man. And again, don't be ignorant to his devices. And we're telling y'all, man, that mark of the beast is coming, man. And without that mark, you're not going to be able to live in this society, man, on this earth. All right. So it will behoove you to do some soul searching and understand what you're a part of. Hey, we're witnessing a day in, day out, the Lord manifest this sifting process. All right. One of the gentleman that was here where I was at, that was the head of the camp here, hey man, he bugged out and he's no longer, a part of the body. Okay. And there's a lot of that going on, man. I'm not like, that's really above my pay grade to sit here and talk about all these brothers, man, but I do see it, man, and you just be thankful that we're not in that category of bugging out, changing the names of the Lord. Which if you and concerning the names Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, for anybody that doesn't believe or is curious, man, if you are a self-proclaimed believer, well, you should know how to pray and communicate to your power. So if you're not sure, okay, then all you have to simply do, because guess what? This is what I did, testifying, all right, concerning those names. You ask, hey, however you pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, are these the correct names, all right? However you do it, do you want us using these names? Is this, the Lord's holy name? All right. However you do it. And we guarantee you through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, hey, you'll get your answer, man. So that's that, man, on the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man, concerning what's going on with certain, brothers that fell out or going through a process. Just be thankful, man, that we're not caught up in that. But again, man, the whole point of the lesson was to be circumspect, all right, and not be ignorant of his devices, which the main thing right now is that media, man. That media. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, shalom.